Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome to 31 days until Halloween. I'm going to be sharing about the unraveling of the Warrens and the legacy. So Ed and Lorraine Warren's legacy is as haunted as the cases they claim to solve. And the success films like The Conjuring and other kind of movies. Ed and Lorraine, they are demonologists and trance medium and synonym the paranormal in American pop culture. Their blockbusters movies have depict the Warrens and sweet, friendly, star-crossed lovers and designed to banish demons and mend broken homes. In reality, the duo is far from what it appears on screen. The mountain evidence suggests the couple may have established the truth of personal gain. These characterisms, ghost hunters, once seen as horrific figures battling on-screen demons, now stand across of exploding vulnerable families for fame and fortune. Forget what you think, what you know. This series dives deep to exposure the truth behind the Warrens' career. Join us and deep the fame causes that trust them into the public spotlight, separate fact from fiction, and reveals the real stories behind the truth and the blockbusters are behind it over all the figures. Ed and Lorraine came from a Catholic families and in Bridgeport, Connecticut. In 1944, the teenage crossed paths in a local movie theater where Ed worked, and Lorraine would often help out her mother to a film. As a teenager, Lorraine was already convinced of her trance medium abilities. She was 9 years old when she began to see auras around people and predict the future, and she believed that it was normal. Ed also shared paranormal experiences. When he was a child, he witnessed a flicker of light of transformation into the stuff in his family deceased landly. He also witnessed random unexplained phenomena like doors that would open on their own. Despite his interest in the paranormal, Ed intently followed the more traditional career path, enrolling into the Navy at the age of 17. While serving aboard in the World War II, Ed's ship sank, and he was given a 30-day survival's leave. During this sort of break in the 1945, Ed and Lorraine got married and later had their daughter Jody in 1951. After his service, Ed enrolled in art school as he believed he pursue an art career after the war. Within a few years, he would use his art know-how to explore what had captured his imagination many years earlier, the paranormal. Like anyone new to profession, Ed and Lorraine had to get extra creative to land their initial cases. Learning his polished art skills and needing to meet the ends meet, Ed began painting scenes of eldritch haunted houses throughout the New England. With Lorraine by his side, then they approached the homeowner using the painting as a conversation starter. Once inside, the couple who investigates claims the paranormal activity often recommended singing and their service and other services. The couple did this for 5 years, and soon their reputation as respected the paranormal investigation grew. Ed was always committed to his demonologist practice. He once stated that he entered a field to learn about others' supernatural experiences and find commonly between them and his own. A true believer, Ed was the only 7 recognized demonologist in the nation and the only lay demonologist working at time, and learned him great respect in the paranormal community. Lorraine, however, remained surprisingly spectacle of ghosts and haunting, and even while accommodating Ed and investigations. Unlike Ed and Lorraine did not have any first-hand paranormal experience outside of her mediumship, and she wasn't in deep immersed in study in the subject. Eventually, Lorraine found convinced in the practice when she noticed that the stories they heard about hauntings, no matter where they traveled, often shared similar details. With Lorraine fully on board with the couple's new discipline, the Warrens set out to legislate their business and find more clients. To do this, they established the New England Society for Psychic Resource in 1952. This organization, with its research institution, faith-state led air, and one thing led to another. The organization continues to operate today. The time was right to establish the Psychic Research Facility. Post-war America witnessed a surge in interest in the occult. The Wicca's public institution in England in 1954 echoed a similar thing, where even when government adapted in the paranormal, in a bizarre 1952 experience in the U.S. Army partnered with Duke University to investigate psychic abilities in dogs. Their own raising fame with these things, Warrens were posed for the breakthrough cases, and the case would come nearly 2 decades later when investigators met possessed doll's named Annabelle. The Warrens' first major case came in 1970, and the involved Annabelle, a possessed doll, and the gifted young nurse named Donna by her mother, and soon took her life of its own. Shortly after bringing the doll to their apartment, Donna and her roommate Angie began noticing the doll would move from place to place and leave notes and messages like, "Help me." One night, Angie's boyfriend allegedly woke up to find the doll attempting to strangle him. Seeking some answers, the young woman sought the help of a medium who told them that the doll was possessed by a 7-year-old girl named Annabelle Hings. When Ed and Lorraine Warren were called to investigate, they disagreed that the spirit was valid. They determined that the best course of action was to bless the residence and remove the doll from Donna's possession. Annabelle, as the doll has since been named and was phrased by most famous places of the Warrens and got into their museum. For decades after the possession, no one has allowed to touch the doll except for the Warrens, out of fear that Annabelle's spirit would be transferred to somebody else. In years following Annabelle's case, many people have found holes of the Warrens' story. Besides the doll itself, there were no evidence of Annabelle's case. Additionally, the Annabelle's story bears an uncanny relevance of the Twilight Zone and of everything, and that character is named Annabelle. So what are your guys' thoughts? Did the Warrens borrow a fiction or strange coincidence? A lot of people seem that it seems off, and there's a lot of people don't think it's off. Let me know in the comments below. The Warrens continued to grow the popularity from the 1970s onward, eventually earning their reputation as the America's famous paranormal investigators. But not everything was coming up to roses for the Warrens. While the cultive in a wholesome public image built on a family and faith, different things happen down the road. In 2014, the woman named Judith Penny accused Ed Warren of investigating decades-long relationship with her, which began when she was 15 years old, high school student, and he was mid-30s as a bus driver. Judith said she lived with the Warrens for 40 years. This arrangement even led to her arrest in 1963, because at that time it was illegal for an unmarried woman to be with a married man. When she refused to admit to the affair, she sent to a delinquent youth office for a month. She also claimed that Lorraine knew about the affair, and that desperate being married to Lorraine, Ed called his young lover the love of his life. Nevertheless, in public, Judith was often refers to the Warrens' niece, or a poor local girl of the family had taken in. When Judith became pregnant in 1978, Lorraine gave the young woman two options: either lie or say that she's been raped and did not know the father is, or abort it. Judith was told that the Warrens' reputation would suffer if she did not follow Lauren's orders, so the young woman eventually agreed to abort it. Adding to the controversy, Judith claimed that Ed was physically and emotionally abusive towards Lorraine, even knocking her unconscious on occasion. Additionally, Judith allegedly that she helped Ed Warren stage photos performing the paranormal. She recalled one of the incidents which she wrapped herself in white bed sheets and posed as if the ghost while Ed took her photos. Unsurprisingly, the Conjuring films, which are heavily influenced by Lorraine's oversight, omit these things. Her contract reportedly different betrayals and different positive light avoid any mention underage relationships. To this day, entertainment authorities maintain that such language of contract is unusual. In regards to Ed's relationship with Judith, Lorraine and their daughter Jody uphold Ed's inquietance. Lorraine's authorities repeatedly say they didn't know the natures of Judith and relationship with Ed. Jody says that while she was aware of Judith's and Ed's had a romantic relationship, Judith only moved with the family as an adult. However, this indicates Judith's arrest with different kind of consequences. In the wake of the Warrens' death, the couple has come under the widespread security. Disturbing accusations of evidence and cases shatters their legacy. And was this a kind of a work of thrill or of a paranormal or something else? I'm not really sure. So in the next installment, there was different kind of stuff going on. So yeah. From that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, let me know by liking, subscribing, etc. And let me know what your guys' thoughts are in this video on this topic. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.